Fight, flight, freeze. I've created this bonus video because sometimes navigating the loss of a dad means we have to start with shutdown or feeling numb or closed off, the inability to talk about it, or even the willingness to talk about it. And I want you to first understand that our built-in defense mechanism, when something that's happened that startles us, frightens us, surprises us, is unexpected, or even if we know something's going to happen, and it does. I knew in the 6 days we were in the ICU that my dad's life was going to end. I knew that his illness was terminal. But that doesn't necessarily make it easier. Whether it's a short death, sudden death, it happens over 2 or 3 years and you kind of know it's coming, I don't know that one is easier than the other. I could say that, 7 days and radical focus and we took care of Dad, that might look better than 3 years of him having cancer, but your defense mechanism is going to respond the same way no matter what. So let's not compare. When we feel threatened or harmed, our body protects us. Fighting back, not accepting, arguing, defending, criticizing, judging are all ways in which we fight. Flight is like running, escaping, ignoring. There's a bear chasing you and you've got to run. Normal response if there's a bear chasing you. It's normal response if someone dies and you don't want to talk about it. You avoid it. And there's one called freeze. Freeze is, like say when you were a child, someone scares you and you just clam up. That's a natural response. It's what your body is supposed to do. Kind of like if you overload an electrical system and it freezes or shuts down. It's what it's supposed to do. It prevents further damage, prevents other problems. The challenge is, after the incident occurs, after your dad dies, how do we navigate through that? It's easy to stay in shutdown. For men, shutdown is easy. Arguing, defending, we're protectors and providers, so we'll shut down and we cut off because we're feeling so much. The feelings are overwhelming and we don't know what to do with them, so our body's like, I'm gonna have to take care of you, you need a break. Here's what I want you to know. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body is protecting you. That's a good thing. It's doing what it's supposed to do. What I also want you to get is this. There's no rush. There's no timetable. There's no right way to do it. If you are shut down or numb, in other words, you just can't access your feelings, then honor that process. Embrace it. Know that your body's protecting you and have gratitude for that. And when your body is ready to relax again, then it will do it on its own time. So don't fight or resist or push against it or try to do things to get out of it, because your body's protecting you not from just your dad's death, but the death triggers so many feelings we didn't know we had, and they tend to all come out because the body or the mind doesn't make a distinction between all the pain that you've carried before your dad's death, and then your dad's death. They're all the same, so they're all gonna flood. Like the file cabinets got open and all of this is pouring out. So it can be overwhelming. I just want to reiterate this again, and I want you to say it with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body's doing what it's supposed to do to protect you. Now, I want to give you a step-by-step process. First thing is just consciously embrace that you feel shut down and numb. And I want you to repeat a mantra. It's, I accept that my body is protecting me. I accept that my body is protecting me. I accept that I'm feeling shut down or numb. I accept that I'm feeling shut down or numb. Because the moment you accept that, your body is going to hear that and say, okay, we're safe. if we don't acknowledge it, your body has to assume the worst in order to protect you, that there's still a bear out there chasing you even though there isn't. So just accept that you're safe. Another mantra, and continuously repeat this anytime you feel triggered or defensiveness anywhere in your life, is the moment you realize I'm safe. You got to acknowledge and accept that I'm safe. I am safe. My body is protecting me. I am safe. And if you really feel into that, that's how you begin to deactivate the defense mechanism. You have to let your body know that you are safe now. That is past. That part is over. I am safe now. And I have gratitude for this amazing body protecting me. I have gratitude for this amazing body protecting me. And as you do that, start to journal about your experience of feeling shut down. What is it like feeling numb? And finish it with, what is it like to feel safe again? What is it like to feel open again? So that your body starts to engage with you in that conversation and relax. Because really, the key to it is we have to learn to relax again. But there are so many places in our life where we can also benefit from that. So journal through it. There's two other things that I find really helps, and that is music. Music that is soothing, not like rap or Metallica or fast beat that stimulates you. You're going to want to feel like you need caffeine or energy drinks or medicine or whatever it is that you do or have done or you're now thinking about to feel. And what I'm going to say is try to let that go and just be with the natural process, because when you're numb and shut down and you try to stimulate it, you're working against yourself. You're in a process. You've lost somebody that matters to you. It's okay to feel shut down. You will come out of it. The next thing I want you to really focus on is breathing. And here's why. Imagine that you just got rear-ended. And the first thing you do is this, and you go, and you freeze. I remember I was in South Carolina once with two friends, and we had a baby in the back, maybe 2 years old, and somebody rear-ended us. And we all went forward and went, wow. And then I turned around, and the baby was crying so deeply, like nothing was coming out. And it went on for several seconds, and she froze and started turning blue, and then finally it came out. That's shutdown, that's freeze, that's shocking. And so in that moment, she stopped breathing. So when we get defensive, whether it's a small defensiveness or a traumatic one, the first thing that happens is our breath stops momentarily, and then it speeds up. And so breathing, the vagus nerve and the phrenic nerve that controls your upper respiratory and your diaphragm, and also your digestive system, is where the trauma exists. And so when we feel defensive, our breathing slows down. Then anxiety goes up, and adrenaline goes up, and we get intense. Our muscles are hyperactive. Our mind gets hyperactive. And so the breathing is what will allow you to drop back into your body and start to move through the trauma. And so up to 3 times a day, or whenever you feel defensive, here's all I want you to do. And I'm going to do it with you, and you can sort of model after me. I'm going to inhale through my nose, and I want to expand my chest and my belly, kind of like you're an air balloon. And in the beginning, you'll notice as you breathe, you may only be able to get into your chest, and you might feel tightness. And that's okay. That means you're aware that you're tight, and that you can begin loosening it. And notice if you can't get the breath down to the diaphragm or down to your belly. Anytime you feel resistance, just breathe into the tightness and resistance, because that's your defense mechanism holding on still. And we want to begin to allow it to relax again. So don't force or push. And just notice where you feel tight, and breathe into the tightness, and then exhale. And then breathe into the tightness, and then exhale. And usually in one session, or a few, you'll notice it begin to loosen, and that means your body is trusting you, and it's safe. Okay, here we go. So inhale through the nose. Hold for a second. And slowly exhale. my chest and body expanding. Hold it for a second. Slowly exhale. Let's go 8 more. And 3 more. And last one, and this time just hold the breath after the inhale for 3 seconds. Good. And just notice if you feel tingling, lightheadedness, relaxation. Notice if you want to fall asleep. Notice if you can feel your heart pounding or you feel angst. And that's the defense mechanism, the tension releasing. And as it releases and continues to release, that'll shift from lightheadedness or tingling, or you feel like you just made it worse. That's you moving through it. And then relaxation. And after a few sessions or a few weeks, you'll start to feel energetic, or alive, or empowered, or like you just took a 20-minute power nap. If you need to do more than 10, do 30. It will only empower you and help you. I recommend doing this as soon as you wake up. Anytime you get triggered or defensive, go right into it. And before you go to bed, so that your body drops into relaxation, because that's when you heal the most, is when you're sleeping and your body releases toxins and everything else. And it will process your emotions while you're sleeping. Okay? So remember, I accept my body is shut down and numb. I have gratitude that it's protecting me. And I am safe. I am safe. Journal, close your eyes and breathe, light music, and definitely hydrate, because